Welcome to JB Media channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 things to avoid if you want to be rich. I have asked many people around me to tell me about their major goal in life, but many of them have told me that they want to be rich. And indeed, there is no one who doesn't want to be rich. And their reasons as to why they want to be rich do differ from one person to another. However, if you want to be rich, there are so many things that you have to do away with, even though those things are so good for your life satisfaction. If you are new here, consider subscribing and you won't miss another interesting video like this one. Number 1. Avoid making friendship with people who have negative mindset. Here I'm not meaning that don't make friendship with people who have no money, but I'm meaning hanging out with people who are not ambitious and who cannot add value to you. If you hang out with such people, you will also be the same. I believe you also know this saying which says that tell me your friend and I will tell you your behaviors. Therefore, stop hanging out with people who are not ambitious, who have no plan, and who are not determined enough to change their lives. Do away with negative people who blame the economy, the government in power, and their background of contributing to their being poor. Surround yourself with positive and ambitious people who have great ideas, and they will share those ideas with you, which will enable you to be rich. Number 2. Avoid buying luxury items. Many people waste their money buying luxury and shining products that sometimes add no financial value to them and are so expensive to maintain because they want to show off, such as expensive watches, TV sets, clothes, phones, cars, among others. But if you want to be rich, buy only those items that are so important for your existence or a business. Have you ever realized that if someone sits in the first class of an aircraft, which is too expensive, and one sits in the economy class, but when it comes to landing, you land at the same time, the same destination, and when the aircraft accidentally crashes down, you are affected the same. Therefore, your mindset about money should be make it, invest most of it, manage anything that remains. Remember, rich people buy luxury items last, while poor people buy luxury items first. Therefore, avoid spending on luxury items that add no financial value to you. Number 3. Avoid having easy life. Easy life is when you think that you cannot be rich. Easy life is when you cannot do away with interesting things. Easy life is when you cannot stress yourself for something important that can add value to you. Easy life is when you love spending on luxury items to show off than investing it. If you want to be rich, do away with easy lifestyle because it takes a lot of money from you, the money that you can use to invest and start something that can enable you to be rich. Number 4. Avoid spending a lot of time on social media. Social media channels are so interesting, so if you are not careful about things that are so interesting, you won't be rich because such things are not making money for you, but instead they are taking money from you. Have you ever realized how much money you spend on watching TV a month? How much money you spend on internet to buy MBs, and you check on unproductive posts of your friends on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp? If you want to be rich, spend most of your time doing difficult things such as reading books, and use social media channels only to get knowledge and skills that can make you to be rich. I don't mean that delete your social media accounts, But instead, reduce the time that you spend on social media and utilize most of your time looking for the ways of how you can become rich. Think. Number 5, avoid blaming other people for your being poor. From my country where I grew up from, many people blame the government for their being poor, while others blame their parents and others blame the economy. However, if you have this negative mindset, you won't be rich. Blaming other people of your bad situation makes you happy because you develop a feeling that it is not your mistake. So, the problem with this mentality or mindset is that you don't plan to elevate your status, but you think that maybe someone will come and help you out. Maybe it can be the government or your parents. I'm sorry, I pity you. Nobody is going to come and help you out and to be rich. Stop blaming other people for your being poor, but instead wake up, get a plan, work on that plan, read more financial books, which will help you to get skills and knowledge that will enable you to start something. Think about it. Number 6, avoid having low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is when you think that you cannot be rich because the government or the economy is bad. Low self-esteem is when you think that you cannot be rich because your parents are also poor. Your low self-esteem is when you think that you are not educated enough to be rich. Low self-esteem is when you think that your current government in power does not want you to be rich. Therefore, if you want to be rich, avoid thinking like that. Start thinking big and positive. Believe in yourself that you can start something that can elevate your status. Surround yourself with ambitious and righteous people who will help you change your negative mindset. Wake up. Number 7, avoid the negative mindset of not reading books. Most of you read books for leisure. Most of you read books to see interesting pictures in them. Most of you read books to pass exams. But remember, schools, colleges, universities won't teach you how to be rich and won't also teach you how to make money, but instead it teaches you to be job seekers. The only educators you can depend on are those with financial freedom who have made some good money and have become rich. Therefore, stop having hatred to reading books. Start reading financial books, and these financial books will expose to you a lot of skills and knowledge that you will use to start something which will enable you to be rich. Number 8, avoid oversleeping. Sleeping is so interesting, but as I have said, most of interesting things are good for your financial health, are not good for your financial health, and even to your normal health. Too much sleeping increases risks of diabetes, heart diseases, stroke, among others. Yet you need to be healthy to think big and positive of how you can be rich. Therefore, sleep late than those who sleep early, and wake up early than those who wake up late. I'm not meaning that you can sleep for 1 hour a day, but instead, I think you don't need to sleep for 20 hours a day. Remember, if you want your dreams to come true, don't oversleep. Number 9, avoid being impatient. Many of you think of becoming rich so quickly. That is why most of you are arrogantly deceived to join Illuminati or rob a bank in order to become rich. But that is all nonsense. If you want to be rich, you must be ready to go a struggle, sacrifice many things, and you must be patient enough. Therefore, if you want to be rich, vomit out that mindset of getting rich so quickly, because there is no shortcut of getting rich, and those who accidentally becomes rich so quickly, they cannot maintain it for a long period of time because they don't go a normal struggle of getting it. Remember, you cannot have a baby next month even if you pregnant 20 women a day. Therefore, you must go step by step until you get that baby. Similarly, you cannot be rich this year, but you can be rich next year. Stop thinking about getting rich so quickly. Number 10. Avoid having no plan. Do you know that you don't need resources for your imagination and determination to make a plan for your future? Therefore, if you want to be rich, you need to have a plan and work on that plan. Read more financial, business and entrepreneur books, which will enable you to obtain a lot of skills and knowledge that will help you to make a plan. Remember, you cannot be rich without a plan, and a goal without a plan is just a wish, and he who fails to plan is planning to fail. So if you want to be rich, have a plan, work on that plan, struggle hard to implement it. Believe me, you will be rich. If you put into consideration all these things I have shared with you in this video, you would be rich, and you will thank me later when you have become rich. So if you have enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and you won't miss another interesting video like this one. Share to your friends and family, give a comment, and thank you for watching.